The next theorem we are going to prove would be this theorem. The diagonals of a rectangle are congruent. Again, we may restate this in an if-then form. So if we do it in if-then form, this will be uh, the diagonal if a quadrilateral. Okay, we can say if quadrilateral is a rectangle, then the diagonals are congruent. Okay, from this form here, we can see that the given here is that we have a rectangle and we want to prove that the diagonals are congruent. Okay, so let's draw the rectangle here. Now, the definition of a rectangle is very important here because that's the only weapon that you will be using. So MNPQ is a rectangle with this, let's see, this diagonal here and this diagonal there. Okay, so you're given here, given quadrilateral MNPQ is a rectangle with diagonals QN, segment QN and segment PM or NP. Okay, that's given and you want to prove that MP or PM, segment PM is congruent to segment QN. Okay, and we will proceed with the following statements and this will be your reason. So, what would be the first statement here? That quadrilateral MNPQ is a rectangle, okay, with PM and QN as diagonals. This will be given. Okay. What is the implication of this word rectangle? From our definition, the definition of a rectangle is that it is a parallelogram with one right angle. So let's say angle M is right or angle N is right, angle Q is right, angle P is right. So if we have that definition, some books would say if a parallelogram has one right angle, it has all right angles. So that's a corollary to the theorem. All angles of rectangle are right angles. So I will just say here, angle M, angle N, angle Q, angle P are right angles. Here we will say definition of a, from the definition of a rectangle. Okay? So a rectangle is a parallelogram with one right angle. Okay, now it may be well for us to split split this figure here so that we will have two figures actually that we will be dealing with. Okay, let me uh, here erase this portion so I can have a space for me to redraw the two triangles that I want to be proven congruent. Okay, so I can redraw the figure in this manner here. Okay, it's up to you if you want to get to prove two triangles congruent using this. There are several choices. You can have the one below here. So, but I choose the one on top there. So I have here M, N, P. Okay, note that these are the diagonals. Q, N, N, P, M. Okay, these are diagonals. Now, from this drawing, this is a right angle. This is a right angle. Okay, let's reanalyze this. Since a rectangle is a parallelogram, the opposite sides are already congruent. Okay, these opposite sides are already congruent here. And notice that MN here is the same as side MN here. So this should be congruent to itself. So if you look at the diagram here, we already can now say that triangle 1 here is congruent to triangle 2 by SAS. But we need to write those steps. So I can say here that uh, here MQ is congruent to NP. Okay, what is this? You can say the opposite sides. This is a property. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent. Since, what do we know? A rectangle is a parallelogram, we can say that MQ is congruent to NP, and uh, MN is congruent to itself. So MN here is congruent to MN. This is reflexive property of congruence. Okay, so now we have this side here and this side, side, two pairs of opposite sides, two pairs of corresponding sides congruent. We just need the included angle. The included angle here is angle M and angle N. So angle M here is congruent to angle N since both of them are right angles. So the right angle theorem says that any two right angles are congruent. And number 6, we can now conclude that triangle QNM, okay, triangle QNM, QNM is congruent to triangle PMN, PMN by SAS postulate. And if you have shown those two congruent triangles, we can now say that these corresponding sides, QN, QN is congruent to the side MP or PM. These are your diagonals, okay, by CPC-TC. There we have proven that the diagonals of a rectangle are congruent. What did we actually do here? We restated the theorem. The diagonals of a rectangle are congruent into an if-then statement. And we said that if a quadrilateral is a rectangle, then the diagonals are congruent. Or restating it, we have the quadrilateral MNQP with QN and MP, the diagonals. We want to prove that they are congruent. And we always have to start with the given. Quadrilateral MNPQ is a rectangle, and the implication of this being a rectangle is that one angle is right. Okay? So if M is the right angle or N is the right angle, P is the right angle, and Q is the right angle, I had it here. And I said that's the definition of a rectangle. And a theorem says that if one angle is right, then the other angles are also right. But we would not be interested with that anymore. So to have a clear picture of what you want to show, then we split the drawing into this form. Triangle Q and M and P, M, N were drawn, and we had the corresponding parts. Okay, we said that MQ here is congruent to NP because opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent, meaning that is a property inherited by the rectangle from the property of a parallelogram. And we can see clearly that MN is being used by the two triangles, so MN is congruent to itself, their reflexive property. And we just have to find one included angle, M and N. Since both M and N are right angles, we can say angle M is congruent to angle N. So remember these theorems that we've been using. Right angle theorem means any two right angles are congruent. Then we can have the congruence, and we have SAS postulate. Make sure that the congruence correspondence is correct. Q corresponds to P here, Q corresponds to P, N corresponds to M, N corresponds to M, and M corresponds to N. M corresponds to M. And by CPCTC, this side here that we want to prove congruent, okay, is shown now to be congruent by corresponding parts of congruent triangles.